So Sheikh, recently we put up a talk about the Hanafi position on homosexuality, and if
Yeah,
it's public and there's four witnesses,
yeah,
what is any kind of is there any kind of punishment? And you explained very nicely that in Hanafi madhab there's only discretionary punishment or no punishment for
correct.
homosexuality.
Yeah,
But many people have actually said this is nonsense, and that in Hanafi madhab there is a punishment, and it should be, even they went so far as to say it should be death. Some people said, Abu Hanifa said they should be imprisoned. So how can this misunderstanding happen? Like you're saying one thing, other
yeah.
Hanafis are saying another thing.
Yes. So obviously this issue, it's again, it's one of those issues in which we have a lot of emotions engaged actually. But obviously I do admit that I made some small mistake. Okay. Obviously I remember me saying, because it was 2 3 years ago, isn't it? Because our main concern was just to go through the hadith and etc. about this punishment in Islam. Yeah, so in that actually I remember me saying that Abu Yusuf and Imam Muhammad, they do not disagree with Abu Hanifa. So that was my mistake. I do admit it. But in terms of the mu'tamad position of Hanafi madhab being that there is no punishment, that I'm quite confident. And also the people who may say in Hanafi there is punishment, so I do expect that it is most likely Shafi'is, Malikis and Hanbalis. But Hanafis, they do not have right to say it, because Hanafis, they study their books called Mukhtasar Khuduri, Mukhtasar Wuqaya, and these are the main mutun of the madhab. So in that it clearly says the opinion of Abu Hanifa, and that is actually Zahir Riwayah from Abu Hanifa, and that is Mu'tamad. Okay.
And
Yeah.
can you just explain was Zahiri Riwaya and Mu'tamad
Yeah,
for?
yeah. So Zahir Riwayah in Hanafi madhab is 6 books of Imam Muhammad. So because we do not have, so Hanafi madhab is not shaped by Abu Hanifa to coming to me and to you, to third, fourth person, to his house, but it is dictated and it is written during his lifetime by top 10 students. And afterward, Imam Muhammad came and he brought all of them narrations, and then he put them and then he compared them, and then he just copied the most reliable opinions of Imam Abu Hanifa. Okay. And so these books, called 6 books of Imam Muhammad, called Zahir Riwaya, means the authentic narrations and accepted narrations from Imam Abu Hanifa. And also its name is Al-Usul Sitta, 6 books of foundation of Hanafi madhab. So we say, as long as the narration in some issue is in Zahir Riwaya, so that is the Mu'tamad. Mu'tamad means the official position of Hanafi madhab. Yeah, and also I would say this issue is disagreed upon between Abu Hanifa and Imam Zayd on one side, and the most of the Muslim nation on the other side. Okay, majority of Muslim scholars on the, so all of them say the homosexuals have to be killed, but they disagreed how. Some said burned, some said stoned, some said thrown from the highest place, and many other type of things. And even they narrate from Malik very strange things. So for example, being tied up on the wall, and wall should be collapsed on him, so he should die like this, and many crushed, many other times. Yeah, and also they refer to they actually bring some hadith actually. Rasulullah says, "Man wajadtumuhu amila amala qawm lut, faqtulu al-fa'ila wal-maf'ul." Hadith means, if you find anyone who is doing the sodomic sin, so then kill the doer and the done person also, and many other hadith. Most of them are fabricated and weak hadith. Okay, for me, all of them are fabricated. Why? Because it happened in the time of Sahaba incident in which they found in Bahrain some people doing it, and then this Sahabi brought this case to Umar radiallahu anh, and Umar brought all of the Sahaba for the mashwara. In that mashwara, no one narrated any hadith from the Prophet. So how come that we have this hadith now? Fabricated 100%, because it's not possible that Badri Sahaba and the Fuqaha of Sahaba will come, and no one knows about this hadith, and suddenly after their death, after a few hundred years, someone says, by the way, Fulan and Fulan and Fulan, Prophet said that. So then why Sahaba would come to make mashwara? And in the mashwara they disagreed. Some said killing, some said not killing, some said jail. So many differences. Okay, so for me, if they say hadith is weak, but in my own understanding, hadith is fabricated. Weak, it does not make sense, because Sahaba are the best people to know what Prophet said and what he did not say. And even they have the hadith in which it says, goes to that extension about anyone who does sex, has sex with animals, so burn both. Yeah, so in my own understanding, obviously it is, Rasulullah never said that, because he just made up afterwards. So anyway, so because of this disagreement, so the fuqaha of Ahl Sunnah as well as Shia and others, they disagreed. Some said killed, burned, so all of them, but Imam Zayd and Imam Abu Hanifa, both of them said that it is ta'zir, but there is no had. He will not be stoned, he will not be, because one of the principles of Abu Hanifa, whenever there is some doubt in the crime or in the text, so there is no punishment, because Rasulullah says idra'ul hududa bishubuhat, avoid the punishments by doubtful things. Sahaba disagreeing, okay, some saying jail, etc. And so all of this disagreement and all of that causes big doubt. Okay, so Abu Hanifa did apply his own principle. Not only that, and on top of that, like a punishment of adultery, okay, applicable only on the person who commits adultery. God knew the language, God knows Arabic language better than we do, because he is the one who created this language. So if he would want to say, if he wanted to include the homosexualist, so definitely he would speak it out, he would say it. But Allah said, Zaniya was Zani. So zina is not the name of the homosexuality. Okay, and also even some of the fuqaha, they bring this ayah in Quran, obviously, where Allah says, وَالَّذَانِ يَأْتِيَانِهَا فَآذُوهُمَا وَالَّذَانِ يَأْتِيَانِهَا مِنْكُمْ فَآذُوهُمَا means, and those two male, okay, who commit fahisha, that crime, so then فَآذُوهُمَا, then hurt them. Okay, so some of our fuqaha, even obviously some of the earliest Mu'tazilis fuqaha and some of the latest Hanafis also, they say that this is actually about the homosexuality. Okay, yeah, and zina is not the name of homosexuality. In Arabic language, that is liwata, okay, or that's what they call. But and also Quran is very obvious. Allah calls them adun, not zanun, not the people who do zina, but the people who cross the boundary. What is the boundary? For the sex, you have female. Male has, that is the boundary, like a behavior, human being. Okay, so that is so Allah not calling them zanis. That is good proof, actually. Yeah, and that is mu'tamad. Obviously, I do not expect Hanafis to disagree with me, because it is in all of the books, Muhtazar Quduri, many, and also not each single narration that you find is authentic. So, for example, look, so many like ahadith attributed to the Prophet, but Prophet is free from them. So then, do you think that Abu Hanifa is protected from fabrication? So, just all of that is just nothing. Yeah, Abu Hanifa, his statement in Zahir Riwayah is very obvious, and anything besides Zahir Riwayah is not accepted. And also, all of these narrations from Abu Hanifa, which people are making up, so it does not have any authentic source.
So, for a Hanafi to say that Abu Hanifa did believe in the death penalty,
there is no any proof. So it is the same as, I will say, Michael Jackson, actually, he was Salafi. He died as Salafi. He believed that God is up there somewhere. Same claim. Where is the proof? Everyone can say everything. Lenin was Hanafi. Hitler was from Uzbekistan. He is Uzbeki, by the way.
Mm.
Claims. Where is the proof?
So, and just to, you explained it very well in your previous talk, but the tanzir punishment,
Yeah.
it's not death, and it might just, so it means discretionary punishment, so like optional, so a judge can
Yeah,
say...
exactly. He will decide. So not because even it is in our like Qadhi Khan Sarakhsi, all of them people say, for example, Shamsulaim al-Halwani says, for the noble people, even just word could be punishment. And yeah, Halwani says in different places, he says like body of a Muslim is holy thing. So because the discussion was about ta'zir, punishment, not had but ta'zir, being just by doing this, slap. So he said the body of a Muslim is holy things, and then I will not allow the slap on the neck of the believer. So it was on the, but obviously it will be different. So the main concern is to stop it. Okay, so the main concern is just to stop it. So there are people, just by questioning them, you just kill them. Saying, I've been told that you do this. They just die, that's just enough. Becoming red, ashamed. But there are some people, even if you say, I saw you, they'll say, oh, did he enjoy? So like punishment will be decided by wise judge. The main concern is just to stop it.
But it's never death.
No, it
for
never,
us, yeah.
No,
So
ta'zir.
So-
Maximum is 39.
So 39 lashes.
Yeah.
So of course Islamophobes won't be happy either way,
Yeah.
and unfortunately the people who disagree with Hanafis won't be happy. But
Yeah.
we Hanafis say it's bad, it's sin, and
Yeah,
they're against it.
Yeah.
But they are saying punishment is discretionary because of the usul, the principles you
Yeah.
explained.
Okay. No, obviously there are two things. For example, each single religion, they have got their own limits. First thing. And the second thing is, because Quran and Hadith not specifying the punishment means it will be depending on the custom. Judge will be using, so judge will be one of the members of that custom. So he should be wise enough to work out what is suitable for his locality. The main concern is to stop. How? Judge should be wise enough. But then Quran and Sunnah does not put a limit, but Sharia puts a limit of maximum. So it shouldn't be more than that.
So 39 soft lashes.
Yeah. So it should not be. But then it does not mean that you have to lash.
You could just...
Ta'zir, the minimum ta'zir, as Sarakhsi and the Halwani say, that is just sometimes just by saying. Okay.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it just Quran and Sunnah not specifying. It means that it's judge who will be clarifying it. So it will be depending on the custom.
So where did this thing of Abu Hanifa saying, okay, we don't kill them, but they can be locked up forever?
No, it's just nothing. Also.
Okay.
Just
So it's
nothing,
Lenin being Hanafi.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
and sorry.
No, and also whenever Quran is, we have one principle from Abu Hanifa. Whenever Quran does not specify anything, we also should not specify. So even for example, do you remember this issue of filth in my clothes, blood? So what is the minimum number of washing? Shafi'i says 3 times. Okay, but then Abu Hanifa says Quran and Sunnah does not specify, and Rasulullah is doing it for 3 times as for like a habit, not to clean. So Abu Hanifa said we do not specify anything that is not specified by Quran and Sunnah.
And so finally, you mentioned Imam Muhammad and Imam Abu Yusuf.
Yeah.
They don't agree with Abu Hanifa on this.
Yeah. Obviously, I do not have all of the narrations from them too. Yeah, but again, unfortunately, before coming, I did not double check it again. But yeah, I do remember that Abu Yusuf, and obviously you can expect it from Abu Yusuf, because Abu Yusuf is also very like into the narrations. So he's such like into the narrations. Even Dar Qutni, when he was insulting us Hanafi, so he said Abu Yusuf is one-eyed amongst the blind people. Because of that, because he's into that. And also Imam Ahmad, he criticized nearly all of the Hanafis. So he criticized Abu Hanifa, criticized Imam Muhammad, all of them, but not Abu Yusuf. So you can expect it from Abu Yusuf.
And
Yeah.
but
And
that
those,
doesn't affect the Mu'tamad.
no,
It's,
Mu'tamad is what Abu Hanifa said, yes.
so Hanafi position is still
Yeah, he's
regardless
same.
of those
Exactly,
two
yeah.
dissenting.
Exactly,
Okay.
yeah. Mu'tamad is what Abu Hanifa said.
So hopefully it's even more clear now than your previous talk, which was quite
Alhamdulillah.
clear. But yeah.
No, but I would just refer the Hanafi brothers, the Ubandi and Bralwi brothers, just to go to read Quduri, because that's their beloved book and that is one of the mutun, Waqaiq and Daqaiq. So it is there.